Okay, this is part 3, Arizona to New Jersey. The other one was part 2. But that's okay, I titled it, so it's alright, you'll get it. I hope. Part 3. I had a wonderful Relief Society president in New Jersey. I don't remember her name, but she was an extremely wonderful woman. She called me every day because we were so far away it was too hard to travel to visit. We had to travel a long way to do visiting, teaching, and going to church was a long way and all of that stuff. What had happened, Dale had become suicidal and wanting to jump off of the 40th floor of the New York, 40th floor of the building he was in. And so the doctor put him in a hospital in New York State, which was about an hour and a half to us. I don't remember. It was a long drive from where we lived in New Jersey. And so the kids and I could only go over occasionally once a week because it was just so difficult with driving the kids to school and all of that and back and forth. Fortunately, he was on paid leave. And then he had many series of incidences with sitting in group therapy where the therapist said that he just wouldn't participate well. He just wanted to talk about himself and his own troubles. He didn't want to share with others and do what the others were doing. He didn't want to seem to recuperate and get well and so on. So one day I thought, well, I know what's wrong, so I gave him a call, called him. Said, okay, I know what the problem is. We need a divorce. And that was the shock that sent him over the edge, made him snap out of it and get back on his feet again. He had told this therapist that we never argued. We never had an argument. Well, we didn't have physical arguments. They were emotional arguments, and they were the kind of arguments that just don't get argued much out loud, but are still arguments. Anyway, that shocked him into it in a state of getting better, and he was released finally from the hospital. And then Ward got asthma so badly that he was in the hospital for weeks. And he got very weak from it because he was so sick and so weak. The doctor said, get him out of here, get him back to Arizona, get him back to the dry country. So Dale went in and talked to the people in the office, and he went out on, he became their internal auditor, who traveled and did the auditing. As long as he was near an airport, that's all that mattered. So we could move back to Arizona or Colorado or wherever. So we moved back to Colorado, and people there had gotten an apartment for me because they thought I was going to leave Dale. Well, we bought a house instead and stayed together for 20 more years, which was not very good. It was hard on the kids. It was difficult on everybody. But anyway, that was our journey to New Jersey from Arizona. And it was the final stretch. I'm tired of talking about it, and I'm not going to talk about it anymore because it was a difficult time. Very hard time, and I just had a struggle myself emotionally and physically and in every which way. So this is the end of it. No more New Jersey recordings. It was a very difficult time in my life. Even though I started school there, I started school as a nurse, which was a wonderful thing that I did. I went to Muhlenberg Hospital School of Nursing. They took 3 of us old ladies to test us and see how we'd do. And with the young kids, and the young kids spent all of their weekends over at Rutgers in the frat parties. And wasting their time and energy instead of studying. And so the three of us kind of aced everything and became the stars of the school with our doing our work and our grades and our studies and the work that we did. And I just stayed there until I had to transfer to New York, to Colorado, to Presbyterian Medical School of Nursing. And just before it transitioned into a 5-year or a 3, I don't know, a diploma school, just before it transitioned into a school of nursing that was 5 years. Anyway, I finally got there and got my nursing degree, and that was the best thing that ever happened to me. The only good thing that happened to me in New Jersey was that, the beginning of that. And making some friends there. So that's the end of that.